Hello and welcome to this short video which is an introduction to SCOPHRA. SCOPHRA is the Scottish Confederation of Park Home Residents Associations and was formed in 2017. So who are we and what do we do? We represent the interests of our members, all of whom live in licensed residential park homes across Scotland, the majority of whom are members of their local residents' associations. We are entirely staffed by part-time volunteers. The park home sector is somewhat of an outlier with regard to solid, up-to-date, relevant legislation, and as a minority, we're also quite marginalised. As a small example, current legislation means that a park home can be sold and bought without either a solicitor or an estate agent, which, as you may imagine, can lead to all sorts of issues. We're working with the Scottish Government to effect changes to the existing legislation so that our members, and all those who live in park homes across Scotland, are better protected from unscrupulous business practices. According to the latest estimates by the Scottish Government, there are around 100 residential parks in Scotland with around about 8,500 residents, so as you can see we are very much a minority. At this stage you may be asking, what exactly is a park home? Well, a park home is an affordable and alternative way of living and is neither a traditional bricks and mortar property nor is it a static caravan or holiday home. Park homes are generally situated on licensed residential parks where the licence, granted by the local authority, permits the home to be occupied all year round as a permanent residence, as opposed to a holiday home on a holiday park, which are sometimes missold as full-time residential homes when in fact they're not. Park homes are classified as affordable housing, and many parks have age restrictions where residents need to be over a certain age, usually around 45 or 50 years of age. This means that purchasers of park homes tend to be older, more vulnerable people, many with health issues and disabilities. This demographic is ripe for being taken advantage of by unscrupulous business practices, so many parks have established residents' associations, known as RAs. These RAs represent the interests of the residents living on a particular site and act as both a social hub for the residents and also as a formal representation to the site owners. The site owner is the business, family or individual who owns and manages the park on which the property is located. Site owners vary from being small businesses to multinational corporations. The property is situated on a pitch for which there is a monthly pitch fee paid to the site owner to cover things like wastewater, sewage, upkeep of the site's roads, water supply, maintenance of the site, trees, grass cutting, and so on. The homeowner owns the property and perhaps a garage, but does not own the pitch. However, the homeowner is responsible for the upkeep of the pitch. This is all laid out in an agreement between the homeowner and the site owner, which is called the written statement, which is effectively the terms and conditions of the agreement between the two parties. This sounds all well and fine, but actually enforcing the legislation can be very problematic and expensive. Taking anyone to the sheriff's court is not to be undertaken lightly. This existing legislation for the park home sector has evolved over a number of years, and it's generally well accepted that it needs tightening up and clarifying, which is why we at SCOPHRA are working with the Scottish Government to make changes to this legislation in order to better protect our members. Finally, if you live in a park home, you can become a member of SCOPHRA, either individually or through a residents' association. We're able to help park home residents establish residents' associations if there is interest from your particular park. We can offer both advice and experience on how best to do this, so please contact us to see how we could help you either individually or as a residents association. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.